All right, so welcome to our Anonymous Studios Sprint 3 demo. We're going to start this off. We're going to step back a little bit and we're really going to walk through the architecture of the system just briefly. And I've got some pretty neat interactive diagrams to kind of assist with the high level overview, but I think it's important, especially for data intensive applications. And, not everything can be really shown via demo per se. There's a lot of backend API calls and throttling and all types of different processes running at any given time. So first we're going to start off with, this will be what we'll consider level 1 system context. So Anonymous Studio sits between data analyst, compliance analyst, potentially any array of developer, people like me that want to demo an application. There's all types of different reasons, from complicated machine learning to just needing to, kind of fill the tables and seed data. So within this system, really everything is in the TAPI ecosystem. As far as the data engineering and de-identification goes. However, there are, what you'll see here, there's really 3 different external systems that right now we either interact with or plan to interact with, more in the future. So when you look at that, you have auth-o. So auth-o is going to be the auth-in versus auth-z. Auth-in is quite literally the process of logging in. Then you'll have something. We'll go through the permissions model that we're going to try to kind of work off of, which will be auth-z. What users can and cannot do after they've proven their identity. Prometheus, metrics, Grafana, dashboards, and data viz. Happy to go into that more maybe another time, but basically this is Anonymous Studio. Now let's go over here. Let's look at the L2. So these would be the various containers. It's just a lot. So does not let me zoom in. But inside the platform, there's 5 major containers. The GUI is what users see right now. I believe it's currently 6 pages. Those translate to navigation links and main features. Behind it is the core, TAPI core. It manages a DAG, which is a directed acyclic graph, I believe. Essentially, it's dependencies. One thing has to be true before the other can. The order matters. That is the orchestration engine behind this system. And then the PII engine is Presidio plus Spacey, which is the natural entity recognition, the NER model. Presidio is sponsored by Microsoft, although it is open source, and it comes in our libraries, containers, lots of different setups there. Essentially, there's a task worker that runs those jobs in the background so that the UI stays responsive. Everything lands in the operational store, which is right here. So we look at the operational store. Essentially, the operational store is MongoDB. I am curious. I wanted to do some testing with .db. That would be a like a memory supported database, client database in memory state like SQLite. So there's the bones are there to leverage DuckDB more. But right now it's pretty much in memory or MongoDB. So this sprint we did focus a decent amount on getting some auth-z and authentication stories and motivation kind of going there. That's going to be a priority probably moving into next sprint too. But we do have auth-o, JWT validation is wired in. The REST API is fully protected in when we look at our auth service. Auth-o does a whole lot, so it would be more like a limit to how much time we have in the semester than what auth-o can do. So then we're gonna go this kind of closed out on this view here. So this would be the batch job end to end. Say a compliance officer uploads a CSV, they upload through, we'll call it the jobs page. The jobs service validates the file. We actually implement a magic byte check, moving away from strictly referencing file extensions. We look for the header in the actual file. We have a fairly limited cap right now. Obviously, this is pre-MVP local instances right now. I've got some other just like basic web app security stuff baked in. So the TP core will dispatch the anonymized task to the background worker. The PI engine processes it by chunk, writing progress back to a registry that the UI pulls. When done, the output is written back to the store, and audit entry is logged in, and the particular analyst or engineer gets assigned downloads. So let's look at this. So the submit PII pipeline scenario. These are where we start moving into what TP calls, what do they call it? I think it's like a data node. Yeah, data node. There we go. So this is it. This is essentially different renditions and different kind of directions we could go and leverage, but one of the features that a stakeholder wanted implemented was like the Kanban type cards. And it's actually fit really nicely. It's a way to track kind of the data at the stations and requests and where they're at the pipeline, and add notes or any gather any additional details. All right. Mhm. The landscape view. I really like this library though. I just found out about it, and I like the interactiveness. I like kind of getting lost in it and realizing that you're starting to actually understand it more than you give yourself credit.